This EUS player cannot be flippin' stopped. He's a Singed mid main named Sawyer, French player, completely decimating his opponents with this perma-roaming Singed mid, ladies and gentlemen. This can be abused in lower elos. He's playing at the top of the ladder, but I guarantee you in your lower elo games, it's so simple and clean to use. And today we're gonna jump onto the Rift and break down how you can also use this strategy to climb some divisions. Gentlemen, this is just gonna be quick and easy LP for all of you. It's so easy to play. The rune page is a Predator, Celerity, Water Walking. It's all about moving fast. Why Singed mid? Why not Singed top lane? Singed mid, what is it? Closest to the bot lane. You push 2 waves and then you roam bot. You base, you roam bot again. You come push mid wave, you roam bot. Then you run around with your jungle and support and you roam bot. Goal, enemy bot laner AFKs. If not, your bot laner gets so far ahead, you can't lose. And you will actually end up doing quite a lot of damage with this setup. Don't have any false pretenses that Singed doesn't do damage. If you get a lead, you get a Medjai's, you will do bloody damage. You start Q, just chill in the wave, okay? Don't do anything crazy. Don't take any too crazy of trades. You've got boots start, remember? Because we're predating bot at level 2. What do? Shove the first 2 waves. Use our Celerity, our Water Walking. We get into the river. And hey, we've got Predator. We've got E. We've got the flip. Hey, enemy bot lane's overextended. What's up? Predator. And this is Challenger EUS. Like this, in your any elo, low elo games is going to work. Hey, buddy. Draven, first blood. The water walking is key. Without water walking, you're not being able to make this strategy work. I can't think of a better Predator roamer at level 2 than Singed. It just makes so much sense. Predator and the flip. You can't, there's no way to avoid it. And even if they do, they're going to burn all their summoners. So we come back into the mid lane. Level 3 is Q. Don't really care about the W, the glue. We want to hard shove this in, get a reset, and get boots upgrade as soon as possible. And it really depends. As you can see, oh, there's no way in the game. As you can see, dude, like, the boots don't really matter. If you're into some heavy CC comp, like the enemy team has a Leona, they have a Lissandra, obviously you go for the Mercs. If they're going to be heavy auto attacks, they got Tryndamere, Graves, Lucian, Ninja Tabai. This game, I'm pretty sure he grabs Swifties. Exactly. Swifties here, snowballing. It's as much gold as he has. You really need to start getting Sweeper and Dark Seal if you can on this first back as well. Because we're going to come back into the mid lane. And we're going to roam bot again. It's actually a pretty simple style, guys. I generally think that you can play this on champions like Singed. But I've done a lot of videos on people who climb by not playing the game as pros see it. They don't play this mid lane, I want to farm 10 per minute. I want to play like Chovy. Like we just did a Chovy Rise video. He's sitting mid a lot of the times. He's farming 10 per minute. This style is very unique. It's just, it's a solo queue style. And it's going to fit a lot of you better. Because they're not... I feel there's a lot less like really heavy micro that goes into it. You go into the game with a feeling of, hey, I just want to punish the enemy bot lane. And you could do this style if the enemy top lane doesn't have any dashes, okay? The enemy top laner is a Jace. Perfect example. You could start running top if the enemy bot is ungankable. Fortunate, we got a Kalista and a Bard. Not that, like, gankable. There's definitely more gankable bot lanes, but if we find the Kalista in the river to go, do not go. We want the river speed back into the mid lane here. And you'll see in the build path, he just, like, I have really bad memories of Singed mid. For those of you who don't know, I versed Faker for the first time, and he played Singed mid, and he solo killed me with it. And I still have nightmares about that. I genuinely do. I'm seeing a person talking about that. But of course, I did get a rematch, and I did beat him, which I don't like to talk about. As we get the Q trade, we hard shove it. And I wonder if he just looks for a quick reset. When you're so fast like Singed, you can just get cheeky little resets in like this. Get a Dark Seal, get a Control Wood, run back out. You haven't missed a wave. Base on cannon waves if you're concerned about the hard shove. Gets the Dark Seal. Still sitting on... I really want to see him get the Sweeper for some of these roams. Because of course, when you disable the wards, they can't see you. Okay, a lot of people disable the ward and then they start auto-attacking it and it reveals yourself. Sweeper and just sprint it. Okay, I see this a lot with low elite players. If you have a pink ward in like a Baron, and the enemy places a ward, that ward can't see. If you auto-attack, it can. Don't auto-attack disabled wards. You re-enable them. Pisses me off. Stop doing it. Almost level 6. Should be... Are we going to be level 6 on this wave? Usually you would be, but considering how much he's been roaming, I think we are. Boom, level 6. What's the game plan? We're 20 CS behind the Echo. CS is irrelevant. We grab the waves where we can. Otherwise, we're the river wizard. We're the king of the river. No one is in our river. It's our river. We're the fastest. And we're a beekeeper, man. And that's where the bees are. And the river... I'm not like a... You know, a bee... I don't know anything about bees. As we gank, No Way in the top lane. Great player, No Way. And we get the kill finally on the board. We're not playing mid lane, are we? We're a second jungler. And there was a video we did away on Dangerous Boy Addy. He played it top lane with the support item. And this is essentially just more... I honestly think it's a more steroid version of that because of the early roams. We're just going to watch this play out because I feel like you guys know the strategy, but do you know the late game style? Do you know what to build? We'll see. Singed, of course. His items actually are very good. I don't mind Singe's build path. The problem with Singed is he can hypothetically be kited. Things like the Callista, hypothetically, are really good at kiting. Things like the Vayne. You just run at them and you get exploded. That's true, but if you wait for cooldowns, you come from unique angles and you're good enough of a player, it's not going to matter if they're kiting you because they're going to have nothing left. You're just going to run in, you're going to ghost, Predator. They can't kite that. Your team's good enough, they'll follow, and you'll flip. Maxing Q. Easy as that. And we're going to get into the river. So you simply press the Q on the wave, right? Get this, right? It's not even a skill shot. It's a Q, and you're just running onto the minions. When that wave's gone, you look at top, you look at bot. Which one is overextended? Top lane. Hello, top lane. Glue him. Flip him. Kill him. Head back in. And whilst he's down 100 gold on the Echo because of this huge farm deficit, it's the team gold lead, okay? The Draven... not that far ahead. I thought he'd be a little bit more further ahead. But the team is still slightly ahead in gold. And in these lower elo games, you're probably like... your goal is that the enemy bot or top AFKs. I would recommend playing with all chat on and just only communicating through smiley faces on every gank. And then sometimes you just go out of vision in the mid lane and put a smiley face. And I guarantee you in the enemy bot laner's head, they start thinking, he's here. The beekeeper's here. You're not there. You're still in the mid lane. You can be a pressure point without even having to be there as he comes down into the bot lane. A little bit of trolling. Not able to get anything off. He got what? He got the Bard Flash, no? And Singed is so simple. There's no combos to it, bro. You put your glue down, you put your questionable liquid on, and then you flip him into it. You press ultimate and you run ahead of him. Your damage is behind you. You can see it. As he fakes the roam back into the mid lane, of course, he'll make his way back to the bot lane as his bot lane dies. This is the tilting part of the game. Enemy team takes the gold lead. You get your team, sometimes you get your players ahead and they just spit in your face and say, buddy, I don't care how much you've sacrificed for me. I'm just gonna solo lose the game. And that's what the bot lane is doing at the moment. It's unfortunate, but we're still within the win. 3 stacks on the Dark Seal. Medjai's is such a phenomenal buy for Singed. God, I don't think you should play Singed without the Beekeeper skin. It's just key. Drop into the river. We find the Shaco. Glued him. Shaco pops the ultimate. We have the vision. Flip. Gets the assist. He has to be careful, actually. The Echo is very farmed. When you do this style, the enemy is going to be so farmed. He fail flips to the glue. You want to try and flip the Echo onto the glue because then he can ultimate. The glue is kind of like Cassio W. Echo hits the ultimate. And we get the kill onto the Echo. Beautiful setup. Grab a couple of plates. We have the Herald. As we will end up dying over to the Shaco. And I wonder why these type of strategies have really become more prominent in recent years. And I was probably thinking to myself, it's probably because League's damage has just... I feel like over the years, there's just more and more damage introduced to the game. And I feel like there's enough damage to have... You don't need super carries in every bloody lane. A lot of these junglers and a lot of these supports have a lot more damage these days. And it's fine if you're a second supportive champion that doesn't do too much damage. It's more utility. And it seems like this style works fine. I'm not saying there hasn't been styles in the past where this has happened, but I'm just saying. I reckon that it's a lot more prominent now because there's so much bloody damage creep and new champions in the game that are just completely taking over. Where if you can get them ahead, it's happy days. Shove mid, level 10. We do not have ultimate. We almost have flash though. Can't quite find the pick we needed. We do actually have a level advantage over the Echo. I'm surprised. It's crazy how much experience you can get from these assistant kills. We're only down 35. It's actually not that much. It's recoverable. We hover top. Nothing to be found, I don't think. Unless he's just waiting to see if the gangplank shows in the wave. Gangplank doesn't show, so he'll come back into the mid lane to try and pick the wave up. Do you see this little... There's that little, like, what is it? Like a 10-second buffer where you can go and sit in the top lane, then come back and collect the wave. Yes, this Echo's going to collect a couple of plates, but if you're able to get that top lane gank off and get the Gaza ahead, I reckon it's going to be fair game. Pretty good trade. Problem is if you don't get anything, Sona. Not sure if you're really helping here, honey. Singed with 1200, and I'm pretty sure he's going to be going for the demonic here for the burn. Not even going straight for mythic. We purchase straight demonic embrace. Now, I've seen him do a couple of builds. The main one is demonic, but also with Hextech Protobelt. There's been a couple of instances with Riftmaker, but it's usually a Protobelt. You get a boost of movement speed with Protobelt. You also get an actual dash, and you just Proto on their head, and I'll lip them. As enemy team, it's dead even. It's dead even game. This Echo doing pretty well, honestly. It's not, the thing is, against this style, it's not that hard to farm well. If you collect a couple of kills, you'll become a monster. And that's the downside. If your side laners from these roams don't take off with the game and get ahead, then you're gonna be in a little bit of trouble. But that's okay. That's what League of Legends is all about. Getting yourself out of sticky situations. Such a good skin. Bzz, 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 bzz. And this is the rank 1 bard. He's hit rank 1 a couple times playing this. Flips him. Okay. Sorry, bud. I apologize for that. Bot lane is a huge stacked wave. I reckon we need to get to bot lane. Somebody does. And he reckons he's not going to be able to make it. So he's going to look for the top lane dive. Look at the bot lane wave Echo's eating here. You gotta be careful of this. Singed. Going for the dive under the gangplank has to make it work. I think no way. It's glued. Yeah. Heal goes over to Sawyer. We'll take that top lane. And I guess somebody needs to reset because the bot lane wave is too large. We need to reset fast. The 600 gold in the top lane only. You're gonna have such chaotic games with this, and you're gonna have massive come from behind wins. I guarantee you. With the Singed, one team fight in low elo where you just run at their heads and flip them on their carries, it will work. Blue the carry and run, ping at your team. As we lose 2 towers in the bot lane. We're honestly 2,000 gold behind. When we get the Hextech, we're looking for the Protobot. And let's see what we can get done. Gets the assist. Pops the Ghost. And now Echo's in trouble. Oh, when we get the shutdown. Thank you, tower. The Ghost reset really was a big buff to Singed. Killer assist, I think it just resets. You get another entire Ghost duration, which is kind of crazy.
Rampage.
So now it's the mid game, you're dead even gold. This is the problem, because the Echo is much bigger than you. He has a lot more farm than you. Not necessarily larger, but you do have to be a little bit careful. Your goal, here we go. Predator. Zone them away. Okay. And they'll just rush it down. Finds the Bard. Bard pops the ultimate. Ballista is so bullshit. It's going to be a Hextech. And you know what I'm not missing? Like, you know what I literally don't even think about anymore, thank God, is the Chemtech Drake. That was the most disgusting dragon. And invisibility, I think the game is so much healthier at the moment because it's gone. I feel so much better in the mornings when I wake up, subconsciously. I don't quite have the pred yet. This may be a fiesta. I don't think Echo has ult. And we're just running through the team, trying to get on top of the Bard. He's not going to risk it. Garen takes him down, and Draven having a field day here. Red side, huge gold lead off of that team fight. Beautiful. And we'll get it back with 2,400. Should be the Hextech. The Rocketbelt, sorry. I wish we get a Medjai's. I don't know how much gold you have left. Probably not enough. But I'm guessing it's going to be the Medjai's next. And you can, from here, pivot into so many different situational tank builds. You can go completely... You can go completely ham with things like a Death Cap. You can go things like a Rylai's. You can go Deadman's. You can go any goddamn item you want on Singed after this core setup. It doesn't matter. Be situational to the game. And it's weird. Dude, Magi, now thinking about it, all of these high-ranked mid laners, a lot of them are just doing this roaming style. Magi Felix, we did that video on him where he was playing Zillion and doing something kind of similar. No one really mid lane's just a mid lane farm anymore. Those days of high ranking are over, maybe. Different meta. Bard flip. No Callista here to save you, buddy. That's going to be the 6th kill up for us, Singed. And now, I don't even think we're going to CS much from here. It's just going to be grouping up with the team. Also, he streams, guys. I'm going to put a link to his stream in the description down below. Love, because I think he only has like a couple of thousand followers, something. Love helping these smaller streamers out with these unique setups. Because a lot of people just don't know they exist. I think he does speak French on his stream, though, maybe. So, if you are English or French, and just want to watch some nice, chaotic EUW Singed gameplay, check him out. Someone, dude, are we? There's no shot. We just end at 20 minutes with the mid run, do we? We literally do. We actually just run mid, no Baron, and run it in for the dub. Boys, I apologize for the games that I'm about to ruin. Number one, for first-time Singed mid players, and also just for the enemy teams who are up against this of perma-running style. But good luck, boys. Good luck in your games. I genuinely think it's going to help a lot of you out. And I'll catch you in the next video. Peace.